bus driver who decided to physically assault 2 children on the bus. It was caught on video. We covered that. Now that bus driver has in fact been arrested. We have the identity as well as more background. Let me remind you of the video. Here it is.
Pain in the neck, you guys are. Get out of here. Get back there.
Let's put up his mug shot. He has been arrested. The bus driver was initially physically assaulting a child. The sister decided to say something, and then after he assaulted the child again, he assaulted the sister of the child. Now, why did the conflict start? Well, the bus driver was telling this child to sit at the back of the bus where all of the older teenagers were. Well, the child was frightened of that idea that scared him, and he decided not to, which is understandable. He would have been bullied according to the narrative. But the bus driver did not care and wanted to force this child to go to the back of the bus, an atmosphere where he would have been bullied. Okay, let's keep his mugshot up. Georgia bus driver. He shoved 2 black siblings. He has now been arrested. James O'Neal is his name. He was arrested for 2 counts of simple battery Friday, September 16th, and the district has now fired him shortly after the incident. So simple battery, let's keep his picture up. Simple battery is a misdemeanor with a penalty for up to 1 year in prison. He'll never get that. And because O'Neal committed the crime as an employee, it could be escalated to a high or aggravated nature, which means he could be subject to a $5,000 fine rather than a $1,000 fine. Nequania Carter is the mother of the 2 children. Ms. Carter is calling for harsher penalties, believing O'Neal received a slap on the wrist. Let's put up a picture of the mother. And I will say this to the mother, I agree with you, because there is actually a felony statute that should apply, especially for those who work with children. And given the fact that it was so egregious, he did it to 2 children at the exact same time. He should have been charged with the felony version of the statute in Georgia, he was not. She also thinks the crime was racially motivated, but investigators said they could not establish a nexus to support her claim. O'Neal is seen in the viral video pushing Carter's 6-year-old son on September 9th before his sister intervenes. The driver then tells the 10-year-old girl to return to her seat and later threatens to take her phone. Carter said the driver wanted the child to sit in the back, but the area was reserved for high school students. At one point, the small child who was shoved over in the seat appeared to be frantic. Let's go to the Morgan County Chief Deputy. Let's put him up. Interesting fella here. His name is Keith Howard. Keith said the investigation into the incident, and I quote, was complicated by the allegation that the incident was perceived as being racially motivated. You gotta be kidding me. So once again, you have a high-ranking law enforcement official literally blaming the mother for the reason they did not arrest the SOB who physically abused these 2 children. He has literally said on the record, the reason we didn't get to this sooner is because of the racial or the racially motivated accusation. How in the hell does that stop your investigation, Chief? Because somebody believes there's a racial motivation to the crime. That should not stop any of your forensics, any of your investigative prowess, none of the video review evidence, nor how it is charged. You followed the evidence, right? Investigators looked at 3 videos. 2 of them were recorded by the students and the official footage from the bus security camera. Howard did not rule out racial intent, but later said it was not evident in the footage. Carter showed Atlanta Black Star a second video. So Ms. Carter showed a second video where O'Neal and Carter's daughter are in another dispute about where her little brother is on the bus. The man mocks how the girl speaks. He also walks past a white student who is standing on the bus and does not reprimand him. Carter pointed out she believes her children were singled out because of their race. Now there's another person who really should lose her job. Let's put a picture up. Initially, when all of this happened, she came out and defended the bus driver, blamed the children. She basically said the children were bad. That's why this bus driver acted the way he did. So Carter, Ms. Carter is still calling for the school transportation manager, her name is Alicia Lord, to be terminated or resign for allegedly downplaying the incident. Okay, and that's exactly what she did. She downplayed the whole thing, blamed the children, and tried to exonerate the bus driver's abuse. The county, now that it has gone viral, completely disagrees with the transportation director. According to Ms. Carter, O'Neal was no stranger to complaints for prior behavior. Carter thinks O'Neal should have been charged with cruelty to children. Under Georgia law, a person supervising the welfare of or having immediate charge or custody of a child under the age of 18 commits the offense of cruelty to children in the first degree when such person willfully deprives the child of necessary sustenance to the extent that the child's health or well-being is jeopardized. Cruelty to children can also be classified as a misdemeanor or a felony. It is considered the first degree offense which such person maliciously causes a child under the age of 18 cruel or excessive physical or mental pain, and can be in the third degree offense if the primary aggressor intentionally allows a child under the age of 18 to witness the commission of a forcible felony, battery, or family violence battery. The children have since been removed from this particular mostly white school system environment and placed in a more diverse district. While Carter's children are adjusting to this new district, Carter has taken a pay cut to be a bus driver at their school to ensure they are safe. She wants to use the incident to create an initiative connecting parents and bus drivers since she has been on both sides now. Isn't that something? Message. What is your message in life? MESSAGE. Sometimes your messages just mess with age on it. She took this mess. She has now created a new movement in her own life to provide a light for other parents that may have a similar situation as she did. She's trying to be part of the solution. While the police are blaming her, while the transportation director are blaming her children, she's taking the approach of remedy, resolution, and power. Very proud of your actions. Thank you for the leadership you are continuing to provide to your children and by extension to the community. Sharon, what are your thoughts on this?
This mother inspires me. She inspires me, and so does her 10-year-old daughter. One of the things you want as a parent is for your kids to look out for each other when they go out into the world and you're not around. So the sister did right by her little brother. And Miss Lord, I think he said, the transportation secretary, the kids are bad. No, she's bad. Okay, and so are her crooked bangs. I'm sorry, she's bad, okay? And for the police to not even want to go there, like you said, just investigate. You have the footage, you have several angles of the footage. What did they need? Navigation set to Montgomery, Alabama? Was that where they were going to prove that this is racially motivated? No, okay, do your job. And this guy, I bet you if we just look up his Facebook page, that would have done the work for them.
Probably so. All right.